I was just coming out to take a photo to sort of, keep an update on how things are going. And I have my suspicions. This is either going to open tonight or tomorrow night. Normally you can tell because you can start to see the white flower underneath. I'm not sure if you can see it in there. That white part there is a flower. Normally when you start to see that, you'll notice that it's either tonight it'll open or tomorrow night. This one's way behind. I have a suspicion this is going to open tonight. I'll update tomorrow if it does. But yeah, I have a suspicion this is going to open tonight. So this is the morning after. The flower is pretty much started to close. But yeah, hopefully this is successful. So it is currently 12:15 and the flower has finally closed up, and as you can see it's started to droop. It used to be up when it flowered and now it's started to droop. So in the next few days we will be able to tell whether it pollinated or not, and whether this is a self-fertile pollination, whether it's a self-fertile variety or not. I thought I would post an update on the very first dragon fruit that I pollinated. So this is the very first one I pollinated 2 nights ago, or 2 days ago. I pollinated this one with its own pollen to see if my plant was self-sterile or not. So far we have got a little bit of yellowing. I'll see if we can underneath there. But sometimes that can be a good sign, especially when it's like half and half. Sometimes it's a good sign, but if it continues to yellow down further and get really soft, that's an indication pollination has failed. But so far it's still quite firm, and I'll check on it again tomorrow. We should know it's more, I think, by day 5 you'll find out whether it's successful or not, and we're only on day 2. So we'll check it in another day or 2's time and I'll post an update. It is currently 3 days post pollination on the dragon fruit. So let's go and check and see how they are doing. So this is the one that's 3 days post pollination. These ones are 2 days post pollination. There is a little bit more yellowing happening around here and here. That's still the same. I quite like the fact though, see if I can get it, there's a distinct difference between the green and the yellow. That's sometimes an indication that pollination is successful. But as I said before, if the yellowing continues to go down, that means it's unsuccessful. But this one, there is a very, very clear line. I am quite hopeful for these 2. No, this one hasn't, but I'm quite hopeful for these 2. Not quite hopeful for this one. The base of it also is much smaller. The dragon fruit's much bigger on that one. Check on it tomorrow. So this is day 4 post-pollination. I'm not so sure what's going on with this one. This one was pollinated after this one, but as you can tell, it's much greener, much bigger. This one seems to be softening and dying off. However, as you can see on this one, this line here, there is a very distinct difference between the green and the yellow. Now, from all the posts and everything I've been reading, that's a good sign that it was good pollination. However, as you can see on this one, it has the same right there. The only problem is I feel the rest of it's turning yellow compared to that one. It's quite green. I feel like this one has failed. Okay, so I have an update on the dragon fruit. Not the update that I wanted, but it does let me know now that my dragon fruit, I'm pretty sure, is not self-fertile, it's self-sterile. I'll show you what I mean. So yesterday, some of this was just yellow and most of it was still green. Now the whole thing is yellow, and as you can see, it's not as firm, it's quite soft. That means pollination was not successful. It is now aborting the flower. It will not turn into a fruit.